By 2015, 92% of teens and young adults owned a smartphone. As this increased, so did feelings of depressions. 8th graders who spend 10 hours on social media per week are 56% more likely to report being unhappy. Spending only 3 hours on these platforms per day puts adolescents at a higher risk of mental health problems. 13% of 12 to 17-year-olds report depression, and 32% of those age groups report anxiety. A study of 8th to 12th graders found that the high levels of depressive symptoms increased by 33% between 2010 and 2015. And the suicide rate for girls in that age group increased by 65%. Unfortunately, this has only gotten worse. By 2018, child suicide rates increased by up to 150%. Self-harm by girls ages 10 to 14 nearly tripled. These patterns point to social media. One reason that can contribute to these mental health issues is cyberbullying. 59% of U.S. teens have experienced cyberbullying or online harassment in some circumstance. 90% say that they think...
After watching the video, by a show of hands, how many of you feel that social media negatively impacts adolescents? Now, I have a few questions for you guys. Do you know approximately how many teens or adolescents are being cyberbullied a year? 59. Yeah. And do you know the percentage of teens or adolescents that report self-harm due to cyberbullying? Now, that number is 18%, which is kind of like a loose number because basically that's only people that have stood up and reported it. So the number really is like a lot higher. Now, I want to tell you how much more likely do you think someone is to attempt or commit suicide due to cyberbullying? 2 times more likely. Do you know 1 in every how many teens or adolescents experience the mental health issues due to cyberbullying? 1 in every 5. All of these aspects play off each other and have something in common, and that is social media. Good morning, my name is Emmett Jefferson, a sophomore, business management and marketing major, and I'm here to explain to you the negative impacts of social media. Teens feel the need to stay on social media to basically stay up to date and fit in and just simulate with the current trends going on in today's society. These statistics show and prove how social media negatively impacts adolescents and teens in multiple ways, like behaviorally, emotionally, and how teens view themselves and the world. The risk of mental health getting worse is why I say that social media negatively impacts adolescents. With that, it's also causing teens mental illness and behavioral changes. The most common mental illness as a result of social media is anxiety and depression, according to medical news today. An example of this is if someone was to post like a picture on Instagram, they would begin to have persuasive thoughts as to how many likes or comments they will receive on that picture. If someone then does not reach that goal, they begin to start comparing themselves to other people, which then leads to anxiety and depression. That sense of depression will then lead to hopelessness and worthlessness, which lowers their self-esteem. Once that adolescent experiences that mental illness and everything that goes along with it, it begins to lead to behavioral change. The most common behavioral change within this is isolation. Isolation is important and a big deal because isolation from teens leads to them to being less social, and basically it just lets their mind wander a lot more, and they just get a sense of they're not able to connect with people. Finally, the impacts I've talked about today are displayed on the teens through social media, and you can clearly tell that social media significantly impacts adolescents in a negative way in many different forms. The mental battle an adolescent faces while on social media is a big one. I hope that all of you are strong enough or were strong enough to fight that mental battle and not face any of these factors. Thank you.